People think they know Japan. They picture bright city lights, polite strangers, clean streets, order, safety. A place where nothing truly bad happens without warning. But Japan has always understood something the rest of the world forgets. That evil doesn't arrive screaming. Sometimes it arrives smiling. The story I'm about to tell you is not written in police files. It doesn't exist in court records. And yet, it has shaped how generations of people behave after dark. Parents still whisper her name to keep children from wandering alone. Teachers still escort students home during certain months. And even now, when someone disappears late at night, locals exchange glances and say nothing, because some legends don't need proof. They leave evidence in behavior. And this one begins with a question so simple, it ruins lives. Am I beautiful? Before we go any further, understand this. Kochusake Anna is not a monster in the way movies portray monsters. She doesn't roar. She doesn't run. She doesn't rush. She asks, and whatever answer you give, she decides whether you walk away alive. Long before neon lights and bullet trains, there lived a woman whose beauty was spoken of in quiet admiration. She was married to a samurai respected, feared, and deeply insecure. Beauty, when paired with jealousy, becomes a weapon. He accused her of betrayal, of smiling too freely, of being admired by other men. And one night, blinded by rage, he took a blade and asked her a final question. Who will think you're beautiful now? Then he cut her mouth from ear to ear. She didn't die immediately. That matters. Pain, shame, and humiliation don't vanish when life leaves the body. They linger, they ferment, and when she finally died, something stayed behind. Centuries passed, Japan modernized, cities grew. People stopped believing in spirits, and then, in the late 1970s, reports began to surface. Children walking home from school claimed a woman followed them. Men walking alone at night said they were approached by someone wearing a surgical mask. Victims described the same question, always the same, am I beautiful?
At first, authorities dismissed it as hysteria.
Until hospitals reported strange injuries. Until police found bodies with mouths carved open. Until entire neighborhoods stopped letting children out after sunset. Fear doesn't spread unless something feeds it. Let me tell you how she appears. She dresses plainly, long coat, neutral colors, hair black and neatly combed. She blends in. In Japan, surgical masks are normal. That's what makes her dangerous. No one looks twice. No one feels alarmed. Until she speaks, her voice is soft, polite, almost shy. Am I beautiful? If you say no, she kills you immediately. If you say yes, she removes her mask. Her mouth is split wide open, skin healed wrong, stretched unnaturally into a permanent grin. Then she asks again, how about now? If you scream, she chases you. If you run, she follows. If you answer incorrectly, she finishes what was started centuries ago. She doesn't stab. She doesn't rush. She cuts, slowly, If you're drawn to stories like this, stories rooted in fear, folklore, and the darkness people try not to talk about, subscribe to True Crime Files. We tell the stories others avoid. Some believe Kuchisek Anna cannot be escaped. Others believe there are rules. That answering "you're average" confuses her. That throwing candy buys time. That mirrors repel her. But survivors rarely agree on the details. Only on one thing: she remembers faces. In 1979, panic reached such levels that schools across Japan sent children home early. Police increased patrols. Local governments issued warnings without explanation. Parents didn't ask questions. They already knew the story. One man, let's call him Hiroshi, worked late shifts in Saitama. He told police he noticed a woman walking behind him for nearly 10 minutes, always the same distance, always silent. When she finally spoke, he answered politely. "Yes, you're beautiful," he said. He felt relief until she removed her mask. He tried to laugh it off, tried to keep his composure, tried to answer again. He doesn't remember what he said. He only remembers running. Hiroshi survived, but doctors later said he would never speak clearly again. His mouth had been altered. Some stories claim Kuchisek Anna was never human, that she is a manifestation of societal pressure, of beauty standards, of shame and judgment. Others insist she is real, because too many people describe the same smile. The most disturbing sightings come from apartment buildings, late at night, quiet hallways, soft knocking. Residents hear a woman apologizing for disturbing them, asking to be let in, asking for help, and if you open the door, she doesn't step inside. She just smiles. Modern Japan rarely talks about her, but behavior doesn't lie. People avoid eye contact at night. Children are warned not to talk to strangers, and no one answers questions they didn't ask for. Because once she's chosen you, the story ends one way. Some believe she appears when society becomes obsessed with perfection. During cosmetic surgery booms, during social pressure, during eras where beauty becomes currency, she is a reminder, a punishment, a consequence. If you ever visit Japan and walk alone at night, remember this: if a woman wearing a mask stops you, if she asks you a question that feels too simple, don't answer quickly, because she smiles before she kills. If this story stayed with you, if you're still thinking about that question, then you belong here. Subscribe to True Crime Files, new stories every week. Stories whispered, not shouted. And tell us in the comments, if she asked you, would you answer?